So, Joker, is it any good? Do you really need to know the story? Okay, Joaquin Phoenix stars as a young man middle-aged man who's trying to be a comedian, suffers from mental illness, and is slowly turning into, the Joker. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't do spoilers on my channel, and I don't really want to tell you too much about it. It's something you should go in and experience for yourself. So, there's a lot of buzz around this movie. People calling it a masterpiece, Oscar nominations and all the rest of it. Plus there's all the controversy which is going around as well, which is absolute bollocks. So what do I think of the film then? After all the hype, after all the, oh yes, best Joker, whatever, is the film good? Yes, it bloody well is. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely fantastic. It is like a 70s movie, like Taxi Driver or The King of Comedy, both with Robert De Niro. It does feel like a Scorsese film. The colour palette is also reminiscent of that as well. The film goes at a good pace. It is slow, so a lot of people may walk out in boredom and think, oh, this isn't Batman. Where's Batman? There's none of that sort of malarkey. This is a slow but not boring, well-paced, engaging tale. It's really perfectly filmed. The cinematography is outstanding. It looks gorgeous. The scenery, the shots, the direction, the angles. I mean, the performance. It's just, I'm almost flabbergasted by it. It is beautiful to look at. Now, also the acting is superb. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix, does he make a great Joker? You bet your ass he does. And his performance is fantastic. What everybody is saying that you hear is right. He is amazing in the part. And I can't imagine anybody else for him in this movie. I just can't. He's electric, and it's all in his eyes, and it's subtle. It's everything a great performance is made of. And do you root for the character? You do root for him. You root for him to do well. You don't root for him to go down that dark road. I'm afraid, of course, it ends up being called the Joker, so you can guess where it goes. But you do root for him. But you don't sympathise with all the things he does. And I think that's the greatest thing about it, is that you hope that this character can turn it around, but it's clear that it won't go that way. And you can just see all the knots sort of building as it goes along, all like the touches and all the moments within the story, and it's very clever. Like I said, I just loved this movie, and the city itself is a form of its own. It's just, the whole thing works. That's it. The music, it fits perfectly, the acting is perfect, the direction is perfect, the story is interesting. It has a point to be made about our society today and what our society can do to somebody in this condition, and it is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, this will split. I think some people are expecting a big action Batman movie. This ain't that type of movie, and also it is a bit slower for modern audiences, so that may be an issue for some. But for me personally, I was hooked from the second it started, and I didn't want it to end. And how do I feel about the conclusion? No, like I said, no spoilers. I'm very happy with how it ended. Very happy indeed. And I want more, but I don't want more. Work that one out. I would love to see a sequel in which the Joker goes up against Batman. I mean, I would love to see this Joker in a Batman movie. I don't know if it's going to happen. It probably won't, but I really wish it did. And in some ways, I don't wish it did, because this is almost a perfect, on its own, separate thing. It stands out a mile from all the comic book movies we've had over the last few years. It is different from all of them. And this is, I mean, people about the violence in the movie, there's not a lot of violence in the movie. And what violence there is, yes, it's strong, but it's more suggested. It's not shown so much, if that means anything. I think all that controversy needs to be pushed aside, because it's just bollocks. This is a film about a villain, for goodness sake. And every villain has layers to their personality, and some of them are dark, and some of them are violent, and some of them are downright nasty. And so, is there humour in this? Yes, there is humour in it, very dark humour, but Yeah, I mean, I could go on all day about this movie, and people will be talking about this movie for years to come. I think it'll become a cult classic, and I think it'll go down as a masterpiece. I think it is a masterpiece. I need to see it again. I need to see it again because there's loads of stuff I think you would miss the first time, and seeing it the second time, you'd be like, ah, yes, yes, of course. So I can't really go into it too much because I mean we've had loads of comic book movies, you know, the Avengers movies and so forth, and Spider-Man and all the rest of it. They're all fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but this was something different, and it worked so well. And I think it's a fantastic movie, and I can't fault it. Like I said, the story, the scripting, the acting, the direction, the cinematography, the music, everything is on par, and it is fantastic. And I have to give this the M certificate, masterpiece. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Buy it on Blu-ray, see it at the biggest screen you can if you can. And oh my god, I loved this movie. Definitely in the top 3 movies of the year, maybe top 2. I don't know yet. We'll find out at the end of the year. But so far, this is a contender for one of the best movies of the year. And I hope that Joaquin Phoenix and the director both get nominated for Oscars next year because they damn well deserve it. Fantastic film. Wonderful. Okay, guys, that's my review of Joker. As you can tell, I thought it was all right. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, and bye for now.